Welcome back to Chalisco Crypto. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto, guys. Let's see what is happening in the market. So for those of you guys who is still thinking, so if the altcoin season, if it's still in place, so we'll be looking into that. So not just the alt season. So there are a lot of good headlines, so there are a lot of fantastic news, so which we'll be looking into. So let's see what is happening in the market, guys. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto. So as you guys can see, Bitcoin and crypto is still holding strong. So Bitcoin is still trading above $103,000. Just like same as yesterday, so during my live stream yesterday, before the end of the stream, so Bitcoin was still hovering around $104,000. So we show that we are just down with about $400 to $500. Yeah, good evening, guys. How are you all doing? So even if so, not just the we have a lot of good news about the market. Even if Bitcoin and crypto is still holding strong, the market is still not down. As you guys can see, even if global finance body so recognize LIPO and SROPs as alternative for cross-border payment. There are other headlines like that, and most of the chart that still show that so the Bitcoin and crypto market is still on track. So as always, that you don't have to be scared. So all you just need to do is to keep using a DCA dollar cost average. So guys, I see you guys. Let's dive into the market. So the market is still really strong, as you guys can see it over here. Most of the altcoins and of the meme coins, they are still up with a double digit with the 7 days trade. So most of the altcoins are still up with a double digit. So guys, we'll be coming back to the market. So which will be, even if VChain is still up with about 24%. So guys, let's dive into the market. First, I want you guys to see this. So President Trump, Donald Trump, make a statement about China and cryptocurrency. Do you know what President Trump have to say about it? So now, I want you guys to know that even if countries, they are now proud of holding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. See what President Trump have to say here. So President Trump says we are leading China in crypto. So first, I want you guys to know that, even if the United States, they are now proud of holding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So don't forget, just about a few years ago, so what you will be hearing about Bitcoin and crypto is that Bitcoin and crypto is used for fraud transaction, which we all know that that is not true. So today, even if the president of the United States is now proud of holding Bitcoin and crypto, so it's not saying that they are leading China in crypto, which we all know that yes. So even if you head over to the Bitcoin and countries holding Bitcoin, as of today, they are still leading. Even if the whole country, so the US are still holding 217,000 in Bitcoin, when China are holding 194,000. So, but that is not the issue. I just want you guys to know that countries are now proud of holding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Not just even if the US, even if El Salvador, they just see, and Swiss saw it on chain that El Salvador just added Bitcoin to their portfolio just about a few hours ago. So we show that so the big boys, they still keep buying. Oh my God, it's like my inner now is going off, man. I hope you guys can hear me clear. My inner now. I don't have a good inner today. So guys, you guys will bear with me, man. So guys, as you guys can see it over here, is the art season thing here. So a lot of people are still asking. So if the Altcoin season, if it's still on track, so which take us to this chart over here. So as you guys can see, so this is the Altcoin market cap. So we show that so the art season is just we just have had a between a golden cross now, which as you guys can see. So this happened in 2021. So if you guys was here 2020/2021, so the market boom up so hard, and that's when Bitcoin went from $3,200 to, so Bitcoin went from the upper cycle. Bitcoin went from $3,200 to $21,000. So Bitcoin did back down again. So that was when Bitcoin went from between $16,000 back to 64,000, which was all-time high. So, which, as you guys can see it over here, so the chart is still saying that we still have between 28,000% ahead of us, but which I did not think the same thing will happen this cycle, at least. But we are still on track, which, as you guys can see it over here, that the golden cross is still saying that we still have a huge run ahead of us. But for sure, even if, for example, we still not have between this 28,000%, but as the chart is saying that art season is still on track. So all you just need to do is to keep using a dollar cost average. For sure, the market will boom once again. Yeah, guys. Good evening. For sure. Favor. Guys, so Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay, not just art season. So I've shown you guys a similar chart before. So as you guys can see that Bitcoin is still breaking out, and we just still have a gold cross over here, which if you guys can see it over here, even if with the bullish, the band down here, so it's still showing that the market is still on track. So for sure, and Bitcoin is still on track. So we should be heading up from here. But one thing is that, one thing I always saying is that you guys always know that it's never a bad time to take profit. So most of the data are still saying that we are still early in the market, but all you just need to do, once the market is down, so what the market is down, is to keep using a dollar cost average, and whenever the market is up, boom, you have to keep taking profit. It's very, very important. And you guys all know that it's never a bad time to take profit. Yeah, favor guys, how are you all doing? So if you have any question, as always, drop it on the chat. So there's a lot of fantastic news, even if when the market is still stagnant. So for sure, we still, at least, we all know that just a month ago, Bitcoin was still trading between $74,000. So Bitcoin just added $30,000 between a month. So we show that we are still on track. You don't have to be scared that Bitcoin is still hovering around the. So you guys can see on the screen, Bitcoin is still hovering around the $103,500. When you be scared, let's quickly look at the fear and greediness before we move on. But the fear and greediness is still between 74. So we show that a lot of people are still greed in the market. A second, guys. It's not here. Yeah, guys, let's dive into the market, man. So, guys, the other headline over here, Jack Miller. So, 21 capitals. As you guys can see, and Theta, they just added about 4,812 Bitcoin, worth about almost about $500 million into their portfolio. So the big boys, they keep buying. So art season is still on track. Not just art season, even if the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is still on track. Big boys keep adding more Bitcoin to their portfolio, as you guys can see. The big boys keep buying every single day, which still show that, we are still early in the market. So there's some other headline which still show that Bitcoin and crypto, we are still early in the market. All you just need to do is to just keep bracing, for sure, according to according to as Favor is saying. So all you just need to do is to keep bracing the market, keep using this year dollar cost average, which is very, very important, guys. I hope the in and out is not breaking there. Yeah, guys, let's see what next. I hope